The puzzle pieces fell into place, and the picture they formed was something their spiritual ego couldn't process without cracking. They realized you weren't just spiritually aware, you were spiritually authorized at levels they didn't know existed. You weren't just conscious, you were connected to consciousness networks they'll never have access to. You weren't just awakened, you were awakened with administrative privileges to reality itself. And the most terrifying part for them was realizing that this whole time you had been holding back. You had been operating at maybe 5% of your actual capacity. The ones who were smart immediately stepped back, immediately recognized that they had wandered into territory they had no business being in. They felt the weight of your true presence, the gravity of your actual rank, and they understood with crystal clarity that testing you had been like a child with a magnifying glass, trying to intimidate the sun. They didn't just feel small. They felt the vast distance between where they thought they were spiritually and where you actually operate from. Now, watch how quickly they recalibrate their entire approach to you. Watch how suddenly they need to reframe every interaction you've ever had. They're scrolling back through their memories trying to understand how they missed it, how they couldn't see what was right in front of them the whole time. They're realizing that what they mistook for luck was actually universal favor. What they mistook for coincidence was actually coordinated support from realms they can't perceive. They're starting to understand that when you walked into rooms and the energy shifted, it wasn't their imagination. When you spoke and even skeptics found themselves listening, it wasn't charisma. It was spiritual authority bleeding through when problems that had plagued environments for years suddenly got resolved after you arrived. It wasn't random. It was your rank, clearing obstacles that existed on frequencies they couldn't even detect. Some of them are angry now, aren't they? Angry that you didn't announce yourself? Angry that you let them embarrass themselves by trying to test something so far above their pay grade. But you don't owe them warnings about what you are. You don't owe them disclosure about the territories you can access. You tried to be humble, tried to blend in, tried to make them comfortable, and they interpreted that as permission to test powers they don't understand. The truth is, they're not angry at you, they're angry at themselves for not recognizing what every instinct probably tried to tell them. Their higher selves knew, their intuition knew, even their spirit guides probably tried to warn them, but their ego was too loud, too confident in its limited understanding of how spiritual power works. They thought they were sharks, until they realized they had been swimming with something from depths they didn't know existed. Let's talk about the permission codes you carry.